Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It is officially 2 o'clock, which means it's going to be time to talk to me. I'm going to give y'all all just a few seconds to come in before I share my screen. So say good afternoon, say where you're. Oh, if you can, tell me where you're watching from. City, state, any of that wonderful stuff. It just kind of helps me know who I'm reaching and where I'm reaching them at. And I'm going to try to be right and go back and forth between this and my Instagram. I am on Instagram and I am terrible at looking at it. So, but yeah, there's that part. So hi. Oh, Chicago. See, I like that. I used to actually grow up and do summers in Chicago. Anywho, I'm excited today because taxes are dropping. And of course, when that happens, I start getting more people who want to fix their credit and they're calling in. And then I get people who call me at the end of the month because they got their taxes and they paid off a whole bunch of stuff, but their score didn't go up. So now they're frustrated and they want to know how I can help. So I want to get ahead of this thing. So of course, I have been helping people out for almost 10 years. So, and we want to make sure that you guys are doing the most to maximize your credit with your tax refunds and any other additional money that we get. A lot of times we focus on taxes around this time, but people also get their bonuses and other stuff. Not everybody gets a tax refund. And for those of us who don't, we do get money from other places. And no matter where we get it from, we want to make sure that we're maximizing it to improve our credit worthiness. So, hey, Michael, how are you? I asked if you haven't done so already, please put what city and state, or at least what city, so we know kind of where our people are. Michael, I'm going to do right. I'm going to do right because you're going to do right today. Anywho, so jumping into our topic today, and I always love showing stuff because education to me is important. So this right here is the FICO scoring module, and I stress this. And the reason I stress this is because this is what lenders are going to use. And so because lenders are going to use it, that's what I want to use when I am talking to you about credit. This is the FICO scoring module. Now, a lot of people will use Credit Karma, Credit Wise, Credit Sesame, Identity IQ, and all of that stuff, and they'll get numbers, but it's not the score that lenders use. This is why I focus on FICO. Y'all see that? 90% of top lenders use FICO scores. And because they use FICO scores, we want to make sure that when we are repairing our credit or doing things to help improve or impact our credit, we're using the proper source. So this source is your FICO score. Now, the cool thing is some of this information you can get for free. If you want your FICO scores, the best way to get them is from myfico.com. I say that. But this is the thing. Payment history is the largest impact to your score. So if you're using your tax refund to help or additional income to help improve your credit worthiness, the first thing I want you to do is catch up on open bills that you're behind in. So if you're like a month behind in your car note, pay the car note first. You're behind on your credit cards, pay your credit cards first. Get caught up first. That's the first thing that we're going to do because your payment history has the biggest impact. And because it has the biggest impact, we want to make sure that we're doing the most with our money. Once we get caught up, so no more late payments, which means now we're going to get green checks. The next thing that we're going to focus on after we pay it down, pay it current, is we're going to start paying it down, amounts owed. I know I say this a lot to y'all because it's that important. Start with open credit accounts. I know everybody wants to settle their collections, and that's great. But if you want to have the biggest impact to your credit score, pay off your credit cards. Pay them all off. You got, let's just say you got 3 collection accounts and 4 credit cards. Pay the credit cards first. I know you want to get the collection and put it behind you. Pay the credit cards first. You can always use the credit cards to pay the collection account. Boom. But get caught up, number one. Number two, pay down and then off the credit cards. Number three, we're going to settle our collection accounts. Now, here's the thing. When we settle collection accounts, the most important thing that we do when we settle these accounts is we are going to make a deal and ask that they give us, we're going to do what's called a pay for deletion letter. I'll pay you if you agree to delete this off my credit report. Now, the reason you want to get that pay for deletion letter is because that's the thing that they have to stick by. So if they send you a letter that says, hey, we'll remove it from your credit, that makes it a good deal. Now, if you pay this whole money and then you be like, oh, I paid them. Oh, let me ask them if they'll take this off. They don't have to honor that deal because you didn't make your deal up front. We want to make our deals up front because we want to make sure we get the most for our credit. So, number one, get current. Number two, pay off our credit cards. Number three, settle the collection accounts that, of course, have been verified and you know the debt is right. You had State Farm, you canceled your State Farm account in September. They sent you a bill in October, you ain't pay it. November, you ain't pay it. December, you didn't pay it. January, popped up on your credit. You know that's yours. Settle the bill, but ask for a pay for deletion up front so you can do that, okay? Now, once we take care of those things, then we're going to go back and look at loans. Mind you, we've already got caught up, so everything's current. Our credit cards are paid off. We've settled our collection accounts. Now we're going back to look at our loans. Now, when I say loans, I'm not talking about your mortgage, your car note, or your student loans. And yes, that's the order in which we care about the car note a little bit more than the mortgage. But that's the order in which we pay things. So when we're saying this, we're saying those unsecured loans, those consolidated loans. This is our RISE, our upgrade, our persona, Westlake, Sun Loans, regional finance, all of those people, that's going to be the next thing that we pay. Because we want to get that. Oh, One Main, duh. How did I forget that? All of those companies, Springleaf, whoever you got, all of those companies are going to be the next thing that we pay. Now, if you're current on all your bills, your credit cards are paid off, you've settled all your collection accounts, you have paid off your personal loans, now we can start paying off car notes, mortgages, and things like that because they have a lower impact on the score. 3% roughly. So we want to take care of the big ticket items first, and then we work into the little things. Now, I know. And I'm going to give you a minute real quickly to start asking questions because I'm going to get off of here by no later than 2:15. So if you have questions and you need me to answer something specifically, go ahead and put it up now. And then I'm going to wrap this thing up, and then I'm going to get to a couple questions. So if we have taken care of our account so that nothing is late, we've paid off our credit cards, we have settled our collection accounts. We went back and paid our unsecured, is what it's called, loans. And we're just left with our car note, our mortgage, and student loans. And we just want to pay something else off. Pay off your car, then pay off your mortgage. And then after you've done everything and you have a good little retirement and nest egg and you are very satisfied with everything that you're doing in life, that's when we're going to start paying off student loans. But that's the order in which we're going to pay things. And that's how we're going to use our tax refund to ensure that we are maximizing our credit potential with this. Okay. Now, really quickly, if you have a question, go ahead and post it now. Otherwise, I'm going to jump out of here because I just missed another phone call and I want to get these answers because you know how I like answering your questions. So if you need to get your actual FICO score, you can always get it from myfico.com. If you want somebody to look at your credit, starting next week, and I wasn't supposed to announce this yet, but y'all, since y'all here, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Starting next week, I am giving away 30-minute reviews where I will review your credit at no cost to you. You don't have to sign up. You do have to get a slot, but you have to provide your credit report. So if you get your credit report, I'll meet with you for 30 minutes to go over it to see even if Credit One USA is a program you need. If you don't need us, we don't have to have you. But I'll tell you, hey, you need to work on this, this, and this. But to do that, you have to message me directly right now because I haven't set up a slide up slot yet. And then I'll get one up there for you guys so that you can pick your little slots. Because like I said, starting next week, I'm doing 30-minute consultations, no charge, nothing needed. And then that way we can do that. So we can do that. Let me check over here because I never look and I'm doing better with this. To see if we have any questions. See, interesting. Okay, let me go make sure. I can't believe it. There's always one. There's always one person, guys. Michael's our one person, and he likes to be a little bit difficult. Anywho, so let's see. Where I will review your credit. I don't see any questions. Yay! That means I helped you all out. So really quickly, when we get our money, I know some people's money dropped today. My money will be dropping to Uncle Sam on April the 15th and not a moment before. But number one, we're getting current. Number two, we're paying off our credit cards. Number three, we are settling collection accounts that have been verified. Number four, we're going back and paying those installment loans, the unsecured ones. And then number five, we're going to start paying our secured debts, auto, mortgage. And then after everything else in life is done, we're going to pay in student loans. If you have questions, need help or assistance reviewing your credit profile or establishing credit for someone else, we are here to help. Give us a call at 855-273-3663 or visit us online at www.creditoneusa. And whatever you do, join the 750 Score Challenge. I am Millie with Credit One USA, and I will talk to you again next Tuesday. Bye.